Pagani Huayra Roadster. All hypercars, supercars, they build around performance, but then there's Pagani. They make something and then they enjoy making it, and you enjoy looking at it. So let's have a closer look at this beautiful machine. So yeah, this is not a regular Huayra. Basically, this is a completely exposed carbon fiber Huayra, and everything is pretty much exposed. The blue parts, the black parts, everything. Even the headlights have carbon fiber on them. And another thing is that the black area of the is much more prominent. The blue parts are a little subtle. The gradient of the material is a little different. Now you'll notice that the flaps are a little up. That's because it has two flaps in the front, and they're of course for aerodynamics and for braking. The front splitter is a little different compared to the regular coupe. So yes, the Huayra comes in a roadster form and in a coupe form. They are a little different from each other. Let's have a look at this here. You can see the mirror and look at how beautiful it is. The wheels, look at how simple they are. So that's the best thing about Pagani. They don't just make cars, they make art. I mean, of course you can see the matching brake calipers in blue. That's a nice touch. So basically, I have seen this car before. I made a video about it already, but I'm making a video of it again for a very special reason, and I want you to be a little patient for that. Now, yeah, this car is sensational to look at. And another thing is, of course, the interior. But before I come to the interior, let me just show you the rest of the body. So the carbon fiber body goes all the way to the back, and then you have the beautiful taillight. So the rear end of the Roadster is basically a little raised. It kind of has a small spoiler in it, built into the body. Now the diffuser, the bumper, everything is also carbon fiber, and of course you have the Huayra Roadster logo there. But of course the best design element is of course the quad exhaust systems, and through the grills and everything you can pretty much see the rest of the exhaust is connecting to the engine. So yeah, it's not like they've kept anything hidden. You can pretty much see this car as it is. It's so exposed, and it's very rare to find a Pagani Huayra. That's because only 100 of these have been made. So the engine in this is of course a 6-liter twin turbo V12 engine from AMG. That's right, Mercedes actually gave the engine. And let me just come around and I'll show you. So you have a small window here just to have a look at the massive engine. So you can see the AMG logo, and you can see it has V12 written on it as well. The top speed of this car is around easily 230 miles per hour or something. So yeah, but of course the top speed is not as important as the rest of the car. But let me come to the most exciting part of the car, and that is the interior. And just look at it. So there are three materials that you'll find most commonly here. You'll have leather, carbon fiber, and titanium. So all the silver parts are titanium, and yeah, it could have been designed very futuristically, but Pagani opted for a more classical look. So they've used very old school knobs and buttons and dials and switches instead of going all digital. Of course they did put the onboard computer system because that's important for navigation, connecting your device, and all that other details. Look at the flappy pedals, look at the steering wheel and the knobs there. So yes, looking at this car, you admire it. You look at any other supercar, hypercar, it's a very different feel. Look at how much leather there is, and of course you have the gear stick here that's exposed, and there's a few switches there as well. So you really can't tell if this is a new car or a classic car. I mean, it is unlike anything. Now of course there's a Pagani Huayra here as well. So today I can show you what's the difference between the two cars. The biggest difference basically are the doors. So of course in the coupe you have a roof, and that's where the joints of the doors are. So the Huayra has gullwing doors, so they open upwards like in the Mercedes SLS AMG. And of course there's one more difference, and that is the front splitter. That's very different compared to the Roadster. So the Roadster is a little sleeker, the Huayra's front end is a little more open. And yeah, so I'm here at Al Kalam Motors, and this is the first time I'm ever seeing two Huayras in the same place. Now they have this Bugatti Chiron. This is also completely exposed carbon fiber. It's a completely beautiful beast. Then you have a McLaren P1 just behind it, but on the other side of the Huayra you have another McLaren P1, and this is a carbon series P1 which is limited to just 5 units in the whole world. And just next to it coincidentally is another Bugatti Veyron, which is also blue, and yes, exposed carbon fiber. So yes, this is a day where you find a lot of exposed carbon fiber cars. Let me know in the comments if you like carbon fiber cars. Oh, and there's a very special newcomer here in this showroom. So I have to walk through this McLarens and these Ferraris to show you something that knocks all of these out of the park. Even this Senna, and that is this, a Koenigsegg Regera. So that's a separate video. Now you know that all the cars that I've shown you, you can find their videos on my channel. So have a look. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I visit other showrooms as well. I have a lot of videos on my channel.